my day starts at about 5 o'clock. Well, really, both our days start at 5 o'clock, but mine starts outside heating the water for the Outen. Yes, we brought the Outen because when you've got two burros and you couldn't get just one, you had to get at least two. And so, what are you going to bring to fill up that space? Well, you're going to bring your Outen, of course. So, my day starts at 5 o'clock heating water. Now, the trouble is that our Whisper light, which uses like universal fuel, we use it for petrol because that's what makes the most sense for motorcycling. It doesn't function extremely well at elevation like this. The oxygen mix is not rich enough, and so it just peters along. And so it is a long process to boil water, especially the 2 liters that we need essentially for all 3 of us, since I also make hot water for our muleteer. So it begins very early, and it does involve watching the sunrise, which is a just barely nice enough kind of consolation prize. It is just not letting up. It's cold, it's windy. The sun was late to come up because the mountains are so tall on that side.
Yeah.
And it's just cold. So it's been a brutality this morning.
And now we have another brutality to get up this mountain.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a serious ascent right off the bat. There's no sort of warm-up other than this little grass field or meadow here, and then it's just going to be a gut punch, one after the other, all the way up this thing. Switchbacks, just a nail scratch just carved up the side of this mountain. So it's going to be slow going.
All of these days, we're on day 4. It's just the elevation. It's windy. It's cold. It's like below freezing, and steep. It's hard to catch your breath. And then every time I have my schmata over my nose, my glasses fog. But if I don't, then the wind is in my face. So I was really doing like a double thing here and really struggling. But I made it. Now we get to go down.
So what are the odds that you're out wild camping and you see 2 near zero ultralight tents side by side? Well, it should be really good because they're fucking phenomenal tents. But the situation here is that we actually have 2 temporarily because Near Zero sent us out a new one. And it turns out that you have to give your muleteer a tent, or at least provide one while they're on the trek with you. They don't come tented and they don't come fed. And so it worked out beautifully well that Near Zero had sent us out a brand new tent, and we could tent our muleteer in another Near Zero tent.
So I'm cooking out of the tent today because it's cold and we got here early, and so this is okay. We can just be here by the vestibule. There's not too much wind right now. So tonight's meal is beans and vegetables with mashed potatoes. So it's like a sort of a shepherd's pie, I guess you'd say. But I only have one pot, which is now warped because of how we put it in and they got connected to the donkeys. But I'm heating up the beans and the vegetables now. I'll put those aside, then I'll heat up the mashed potatoes and then the beans once more. And now I'm just stirring penning the water for the mashed potatoes because boiling this water just takes forever.